3 things you could do to make these March holidays more productive. Hello everyone, right? I hope you all are enjoying your holidays. I know many of you are chilling right now, right? Because when I was a student, I'm doing the same thing as well, right? But I just hope that these ideas that I'm going to share can help you to make certain shift and tweak. We need not be studying 10 hours a day, right? But there are certain things, even maybe not studies related, can help us to prepare for the next term better. Right? So 3 things I want to share. Number one, reviewing your WA1 papers. Now, as a student, we're not really taught how to review our exam paper, right? We just look at our grades, we do the correction, maybe we don't even do our correction, and then we just put it one side. Now, but what we can do is to look through our mistakes. Now, as I've mentioned in the previous video on the concept of 3 C's, right? Our mistakes lies in either conceptual errors, careless mistake, complicated question. It's either one of the C's. Now, let's say you get 16 upon 30. What you could do now is to look at, hey, why did I lose those 14 marks? Where are these mistakes made? Maybe you say that, oh, 5 marks in its conceptual error, 5 marks is in careless mistake, 4 marks is in complicated question. Now, I always say that it's perfectly fine to make certain mistakes, right, under the complex question part, because maybe you just haven't seen those types of question before. But it's perfectly fine because even you lose 4 marks here, you could get 26 marks upon 30, right? 26 upon 30, that's a strong A1. So we need to examine, why am I making these conceptual errors? Why am I making this careless mistake, right? Sit down and analyze, okay, if there's a concept error, I need to review back my fundamentals, right? Maybe some formulas I applied wrongly, I didn't understood the question, right? There are some concepts that I'm still weak at. Then I want to take this chance to go and touch on it. Now, if I make certain careless mistake, I want to ask myself, is it because I didn't have time to check? Is it because I did not know how to check? Right? These are important questions that you want to ask yourself. And from there, you can start to improve yourself because we have been through the whole education system since primary school and we have been making careless mistakes year after year, exam paper after exam papers. I'm just sick and tired of making careless mistakes. We need to find a way to avoid those errors, right? So how can you avoid careless mistakes? Right? You need to train yourself up, right? This is not something that, hey, I just want to be more careful the next exam, then mistakes can magically disappear. That it doesn't work that way. Right. So ask yourself, how can I strategically check my paper? Is there a framework? Is there a step? How can I validate my answer? Right? How can I speed up my work so that I have more time, right? At the end of the exam, right? There's like 20 minutes, there's like 15 minutes for me to check, right? Rather than me finishing, on the spot when the time comes up, then I have no time to check. Then of course there will be more mistakes that's prone to happen, right? So I want to make sure that I find ways to overcome it. Okay, so that's the first one, right? Reviewing exam paper, touch up on the conceptual errors, and then identify what are all the careless mistakes, and you can jot it down, right, and compile it into a book of careless mistake, right, which I call it and I share to all my students. Number two, next thing that you can do, right, especially the holidays, is to upgrade your studying style, right? Improve your studying strategies. There's tons of books out there. There's tons of videos out there that you can explore, right? A simple one is like Atomic Habits, right? There's another one, right? How come students get straight A's, right? What are the strategies of top students? Go and read, go and identify, right? What are the habits, what are the principles that they adopt, right? Which I've shared in the previous video, but you can go and explore more, right? How do you overcome procrastination? How can you become more focused, less distracted? How do you memorize things better? Things are out there online, right? On YouTube, in books. Go and pick up a book and start, exploring ideas and implement it. And trust me, I always say that in Singapore, exam is just going to happen for O levels, A levels, poly, university. So exam is a skill that we can pick up. And the earlier you understand the strategies, the technique, the earlier you start to do better, right? And once you crack the code, you can do consistently well, right? All the way towards university. And that is something that I implore all of you to figure out your best studying strategy, right? How do you study the most effectively? How to understand things better? How to memorize things? Crack the code, understand yourself, have the self-awareness. Once you have that, trust me, you'll start to get A's after A's after A's after A's. Okay, and last but not the least, especially for the Sec 4s and 5s, if you're applying for EAE and DSA, it's coming up very soon in May and June, which I'm going to hold different sessions about it. But in the meanwhile, build up your portfolio. You can take out some online courses. You can do some research projects, work on them early, right? So that we have a easier time in June. Right now, you are chilling, right? Work on something that you enjoy, right? If let's say you're interested in science, go and take out online course, right? It's free out there. If you're interested in business, you can read up, right, on the latest businesses, what is the technologies out there right now, do some research, right? And that can, be built into your portfolio so that you stand a higher chance when EAE and DSA comes. All right, so wish you all the best, enjoy your March holidays, and I catch you in the next video. Okay, see you guys soon. Take care.